What's going on, YouTube? Big functionality here. Today I'm going to be doing a review on the Minikin 120W by Asmodus. This thing is a pretty nice mod. It's very nice in the hand. Very nice LED screen. This does have a thing inside. They call it like a hyper chip. So supposedly this is going to have a little bit better battery life. So let's take it down and take a look at this thing, and we'll come back up and talk about it. See you guys down below.
Alright, and we are up close with the Asmodus distribution Minikin 120W. Let's take a look at this, shall we? Alright, so on the side it says 18 plus. I think that's very cool that it says you have to be 18 or older, right? Printed on the box. That's really cool. Then you have Asmodus distribution. On the side it has their Asmodus logo, and it says Minikin 120W, and it has vapor on the bottom. Then on the very bottom of the box, you have your QR scanner and your serial number for your mod. Then on the bottom of the box, you have Asmodus Minikin 120W, technical specifications, wattage range, voltage, variable wattage mode, 5.0 watts to 120 watts. Voltage range, on temperature control mode, it has 5.0 watts to 60 watts. So when you're in temperature control mode, you can't have it at 120 watts. So that's very good because you're not going to be killing yourself with bad vapors off of a coil that you're supposed to not inhale if it's on temperature control mode. Talking about nickel coils, that's one of the reasons why I don't really like nickel. Atomizer ohm range, 0.1 ohm to 2.5 ohms. Max output voltage is 7.5 volts. Peak output is 35 amps. Batteries, it takes two 18650s, high amp rate batteries, so you have to use Sony 18650s or any 35 amp, 40 amp batteries. Temperature control range, 212 Fahrenheit through 572 degrees Fahrenheit, and 100 degrees Celsius to 300 degrees Celsius. And on the very bottom it says, please read the instruction manual carefully before use. I couldn't sweat that any more than I can. A lot of people don't read the instruction manual and they have problems with their mod because they're using it incorrectly. Read the manual. Asmodus Minikin is not suitable for the persons under the age of 18, pregnant, nursing, women, persons at risk of heart disease, hypertension, diabetes, or taking medication for depression or asthma. And it has all the little logos and everything on there, and it says American design, China manufacturing, Asmodus.com. So let's open this up and talk a little bit about the device itself. So we have the device right here, and since we're talking about the instruction manual, so I'm going to pull this out and I'm going to show you the instructions. They give it pretty good in detail. This is your specification instructions. You have a lot of details how to use this thing, pictures and all that, so that's very good. And it is double-sided in Chinese and English on the other side. You have your Asmodus distribution cards, and it has caution, do not use batteries with insulation skin damage. So do not use batteries with cracked battery wraps, because that's not safe. And Asmodus distribution, your 30-day warranty card. There you go. Now into the mod itself. So you have the mod right here. As you can see, it has a 510 connection. It has like a chrome finish to it. Your firing pin is a decently fat firing pin, as you can see, and it is spring loaded. Your front button is nice and chrome. It's kind of like a black chrome, and it is flush, so if something runs over it, it's not going to hit it. It's very clicky and it feels very nice, and it's very wide. It fits your thumb, so it feels very good, and you can click it however you feel like you want to click it. So that's very nice. And then your up and down, voltage up, voltage down, wattage up, wattage down buttons are right here. And you have your big LED screen right here. On the side you have your Asmodus logo, and then you have the indentation for the grips for when you pull it off, and you have like a little bit more of the grips on the side, so it feels very nice in the hand. You have your battery ventilation on the bottom. Let's open this up. Kind of hard to open up because it's very, very, there's a lot of tension on here. You have your battery venting on the bottom of the batteries, so it will go straight out of the box. So that's very, very nice. It doesn't really have any battery ventilation on the top, only on the bottom. It has a C-type enclosure. It's very thick. As you can see, I can push down on it with my finger. It doesn't bend. 2 fingers, it doesn't really bend. You have spring-loaded battery connections, and they are stainless steel, I believe. It looks like stainless steel to me. On the top, these are not spring-loaded. They are actually set in stone up there. So they're not moving, and they're very, very sturdy. So let's get some batteries in this thing. This mod, it doesn't really have any magnets on here. So when you slide the door on and off, it has a lot of traction. It's also because of the rubberized finish. But it is actually pretty sturdy, and it's kind of hard to pull it off, and that's very, very nice. What I do to make this fit a little bit better and feel more secure, just for my own precautions, is I give the lid a little bit of a squeeze, not too much, and then I just put it on like that, and it fits very nicely, very secure. So let's get some batteries in here. You have your plus and minus on the bottom, so you know which way your batteries go. And let's put them in. Negative down for the inside. There you go. Kind of putting it in at a weird angle, so positive down. So let's put this in. There you go. Should fire up. There you go. Does this thing have battery rattle? No, it doesn't. So that's very good. Fire this thing up. I think I have my batteries in right. I think these are my batteries that have a dent in them from a mech mod. So let's try these other batteries. Positive down. There you go. There you go. 5 clicks. Turn on. And it's fired on. I was using the other batteries before. They have kind of like a dent on the bottom, so it wasn't really turning it on that very well. I had these out here, and I was using them on something else, so I didn't realize it was there. So anyways, 5 clicks to turn the mod into menu mode. And you have system on, system off. So if you push the up button, you're going to turn the mod off. So you don't need to click anything else. You click 5 clicks to turn it back on. Asmodus. Alright, 5 clicks to get back into the menu mode. You click the fire button to go to the next setting. You have your power mode. So right now we're in power. So if you click the up button, you're going to go on nickel, titanium, or power. Power supports stainless steel, kenthal, and nichrome. So we're going to leave it in power mode. Brightness. You can lower your brightness or raise your brightness. Exchange. Exchange is a little weird. But what exchange is it swaps the colors on your screen. But I kind of like it like that. It kind of goes crazy on the camera with that one, but it looks a lot better on this one. There you go. And then your next is exit. So if you want to exit, you push up, and then there you go. You're in the wattage mode. If you want to be in temp control mode, this is how it looks. There you go. Wattage up, wattage down. Hold the 2 side buttons together. Change your Fahrenheit. all the way up. Click it one more time after it ends up at the top, and you're in Celsius. See? And then you go down. And you're in Celsius, click it one more time, and you're back in Fahrenheit. Go back up. There you go. So let's go back in wattage mode. Titanium mode, basically same thing. Take a look at it. Same thing. I'm not pushing it all the way. Go back in the power. Bam, bam, bam. There you go. Alright, so power mode, 58 watts. That's where I vape my RDA, the build that I have on here, on. So I'm going to leave it at 58 watts. You can scroll up and scroll down, go all the way up to 120. It goes fairly slow, then it starts jumping. There you go, 120. It doesn't take too long. Just goes through about 10, and then it will start jumping. I like this because you can go in 1 increments. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 13. So I think that's very cool. It doesn't jump in 5s because maybe you want to fine tune. Put it back up to 58 watts. And once you're done scrolling, it kind of slows it down. So if you want to fine tune, it's not going to jump like crazy. I think that's pretty nice. It's fairly easy to get it where you want it. Now for the final test. What we're going to do is I'm going to bring out the 521 tab by Coilmaster. And we're going to check how legit the ohm readout is going to be to an actual ohm readout. So right here I have the Shadow MGNT RDA. Screw this on here. This is a 22 gauge 9 wrap on a 35mm bit. Take this off. As you can see, I'm going to be putting it into the ohm mode, and we're going to check the ohm reader on here. So let's check our ohms. So we are at 0.26. So this is where we're going to come out for the kill with this device. Is this device worth it or not? If it has an accurate reading on your ohms, exactly the same as an ohm reader, and usually ohm readers are pretty accurate, then a mod is going to be really recommendable, because if you know that it's reading your ohms correctly, then the mod must be working correctly. So should it be at 0.26? So let's see. 0.26. Does it change? No, it doesn't. Very, very good. Battery sucks down a little bit. And it goes back up. So I think that's a very nice option that's on here. You have a battery saving mode on here, and your battery lasts fairly good. And just finding out that, doing that little test for you guys, showing that the ohm readout is so accurate, it's on point, it doesn't change, it's not jumping. That's very, very nice. If you want to lock your resistance, if you're in temperature control mode, it's the same as most Asmodus mods. You hold the down button and the power button, and you lock your resistance. So it says 0.26. So that's pretty good. I'm very happy with this mod because it reads out with this. We did this test right now for you guys, just live on camera, so that's very, very good. So there's not really more I can talk about this. It's the lines on this thing, it looks very nice. All the lines are pretty much on point. They're all even Machine work quality is very good. Threading is very good on the 510. Everything's good. So let's take it back up, talk on it, and vape on it. See you guys up top.
All right, and so we are back. So we unboxed this thing. We took a little bit more of a up close, detailed look at it, and compared it with the ohm readout and everything. So I pretty much explained the pros on the close up, most of them, because that's a pretty obvious pro. If you have a box mod that reads the same exact readout for ohms as an ohm reader does, and you put it on your mod and it says the exact same thing, I think that's really, really good because you know that chip is working correctly. It's not giving a false readout, and it's not going to be giving a false firing, I guess we can say. Because if you have your wattage set, like I have this at 58 watts, it's going to be firing at 58 watts. And it's reading at 0.26, so it's not going to fire it incorrectly if you're getting into like the technical specs of this thing. I just give that highly, like, big props to that. This box mod is going to be $79.95 at Asmodus.com. It comes in a various amount of colors. It comes in a matte red, a Tiffany blue, and it comes in like this light sky colored blue, and it comes in metallic, like a chromish metallic looking red color that's shiny, and it's not that rubberized finish. And it comes in with the same thing in a blue color. And it also comes in this black color as well. $79.95 is a very good price for this mod. I'm highly recommending this device because I'm really liking this thing. Vape experience, like you can see, it's very good. Wrap up time, it doesn't have a wrap up time. It basically fires on point. It fires directly at 4.16 volts. 4.16 volts for a 0.26 ohm build at 58 watts. It doesn't ramp up. It actually stays at 4.16 volts, so that's pretty cool. I guess you could say a delay with fire. It takes like 1 second. And let me actually take off my cap of this RDA. When I push the button down, it takes like 1 second to fire. I mean, if you think about that, you can have your RDA in your pocket and say, like, if you had something hit it, like accidentally, it's not going to fire right away. I mean, I think that's pretty cool because if you have like something in your pocket and it barely touches it, it will fire instantly. Like if you have like a mech or something and it fires instantly, then you have a dangerous situation in your pocket. You don't know how long it's going to fire for. But if it's 1 second and it doesn't really do anything, then oh well, like it's not gonna really like cause any damage. But if you have just like the 1 second firing, I guess it kind of takes out the dangers. But I would highly recommend locking your device in your pocket anyways, or shutting off the thing completely. I like how it doesn't really have a 5-click option to turn off your device. It's 5 clicks and you get into the menu system. I mean, I don't find that really annoying because sometimes I'll vape and then I'll vape again and I'll vape again. And then sometimes like I'll be tinkering with the fire button just to like heat it up or just pulse fire it sometimes when I'm messing around. And some mods, they'll turn off and it's kind of annoying because you have to turn it back on and sometimes the mod will reset and that's not that good a thing. But this thing, I mean, 5 clicks to get on the menu system is actually pretty cool. Temperature control, it has pretty good temperature control. I had it on a tank on here, so that's a plus. And it's very, very nice. So, like I said, price is $79.95. It's a very good price for this thing. I would highly recommend it. I'm going to leave everything down below in the description for links. Let's get into the cons of this thing. This is only a subjective con. Subjective con is the battery door. The battery door doesn't have magnets. So it just slides on and off, you know. Like, it's not going to fall off. You can shake it as hard as you can. It's not going to fall off. What I do is I squeeze the door just a little bit, just to make it a little bit more tight so it feels a little bit more secure. And it doesn't slide. I mean, when I pull it and I grip it, it doesn't really slide at all. So that's very, very good. There's nothing really else I can say about this. My mod sits flush. and that's very good. Like I said, totally on the ohm readout, it says exactly. I haven't really had that much of mods that told me exactly my ohm readout, exactly to the ohm reader, and I think that's a very awesome thing. So, just big ups on that. Like seriously, I already said it before. Just thumbs up. It's awesome. Let's get one more thing in. So on here you have your upgraded GX120 Dual Chip set. Now it's going to be combined into a single chip. So on here it's a single chip for the GX120, and all the IC components on the chip are going to be purchased and manufactured in the US. So you have US made parts in here, so that's very, very good. And the new hyper power battery saving capabilities that are on here is pretty cool. Supposedly it's supposed to elongate the battery life at least an average of 15 to 30% longer than a dual 8650 box mod. So I think that's pretty good as well. I've tested this out myself and it actually lasts a little bit longer. So it is true. So it says on here, by helping regulate the dissipation of heat, boosting the overall efficiency of the device, the upgraded chip will also include support with titanium and temperature control mode and stainless steel in power mode. So that's cool. You can use stainless steel in power mode. So if you're a Kanthal user or if you're a Nichrome user and you want to switch over to stainless steel is a very, very good coil. And I've used stainless steel coil on a tank on here, and also temperature control with the titanium coil, and it's very, very good on vape. And this box mod reads it very, very well. The ohm readout is very, very good, and I'm just very happy with this device. Alright, so if I would lose this box mod today, or if I broke it, would I get another one, or would I recommend this to a friend? Yes, I would. This box mod is a very nice box. It's very nice in the hand. It's very solid. It hasn't given me any issues whatsoever. And just like I said, the readout for the ohms is exactly what it says on an ohm reader. I used the CoilMaster 521 tab, and the ohm readout on here was exactly the same as a mod. I think that's really, really cool. So this box mod really demands respect. I would highly pick one up because this thing is cool. Check it out. I'm going to leave links down below. Like I always say, you guys, if you like this video, please like and subscribe. Stay strong. Vape on. Peace out, you guys.